Some days my modlist feels like a living thing, growing, shifting, quietly demanding attention. And today is one of those days. I've gathered a new mix of location mods, a medieval Solitude reimagined from the ground up, winter creeping over Windhelm, expanded villages, refreshed interiors, and markets stitched seamlessly into the world as if they had always been there. Nothing too mystical, just the kind of grounded atmospheric work that makes Skyrim feel lived in again. Tangible, weathered, real. So let me walk you through the updates I added to my own setup this week. I'll begin with the biggest addition, Riton's Medieval Solitude, a full retexture of the capital that touches both exterior and interior spaces. The exterior work comes in warm tones, aged bricks, worn wooden beams, deeply carved stone, and a softness to the color palette that reflects the city's long history. It feels old, not decayed, grand, but believable. Inside, though, especially in the Bard's College and the Blue Palace, the textures shift toward the richness and polish you'd expect from a provincial capital.
Welcome to Solitude, home of the arts here in Skyrim. May songs
What year did
lead
the
you
Aldmeri
along.
Dominion invade the Empire?
Late 171.
Good Ildi, soak in the lore. Yorn, what happened during the Red Year?
Luxurious walls, intricate stone, refined wood patterns. It all finally feels worthy of a seat of power.
Tell Captain
In my
Owens
mod
I sent you a
list,
sign of
this
thanks to
overhaul
soldiers
replaced
who
two
graduated.
long-standing favorites, Novigrad and extravagant interiors. Riton's work manages to hit the balance between grounded medieval grit and refined interior detail. And it also plays surprisingly well with Grand Solitude, which many of you likely use. A small, optional, but very charming bonus. Alternative textures for the Blue Palace. Blue walls, a blue roof. Yes, literally blue. Anyone who ever said the name should be taken literally will be delighted. I've always liked the idea of a truly wintry Windhelm, especially now with Saturalia, Christmas, right around the corner. But
lost
past
my
snow-covered
twin sister
Windhelm
in
mods, like
Have you ever
Snowy
lost them in
Windhelm or
place?
Icy Windhelm, completely buried the city's detailed textures underneath heavy snow meshes. Beautiful, but too much. Windhelm is Snowy takes a more delicate approach. It sprinkles frost and snow where it makes sense, and does so without hiding the underlying textures. It also fully supports Capital Windhelm expansion and works with absolutely any snow mod you're already using. I do have a few unsnowed patches in my game, but that's only because of my very particular mix of JK's Windhelm and Capital Windhelm. In normal setups, the coverage looks extremely natural. If you're enjoying the video so far, consider leaving a like and subscribing. It genuinely helps the channel, and it keeps these long location-focused deep dives coming. I've shown a different version of Granite Hill before, but today we're looking at Sky King's take on this frontier town. A tall watchtower, a shrine of Talos, a lively market, multiple shops, a cozy player home.
Need something?
What is this place?
What's this place? You're in Granite Hill, one of the oldest towns in Skyrim.
What's there to do here?
Oh, there's a lot to do here. You can drink and stay at the inn, but keep your hands to yourself because those girls will stab you. There's also an outdoor market, a blacksmith, and a general goods store. Oh, we also have an alchemy and an herb shop.
And beneath it all, a dark secret hidden under the settlement, one that makes Granite Hill far more memorable than a typical roadside village. The mod isn't new, but it's worth revisiting now that we finally have a full Lux patch for the interiors. On top of that, a new add-on, Immersive exterior decoration, adds something the town always needed: a harsher, more defensive look appropriate for a border settlement. Fortifications look reinforced. Hunters from Falkreath pass through the market. New miners now work the quarry outside town. Together, these details help Granite Hill feel like a real frontier community rather than just a cluster of houses. From towns to smaller spaces, the Drunken Huntsman in Whiterun. Most players forget it exists, overshadowed by the bannered mare, and for years the only major overhaul came from JK's. The Green Den takes the complete opposite direction. Instead of emphasizing hunting and Nordic themes, it brings the warm, leafy aesthetic of Valenwood straight into the tavern. Vines, flowers, wooden latticework, and a cozier, softer atmosphere, all in honor of the Bosmary roots of the two brothers who run the place. It feels like a tiny pocket of another province hidden inside the heart of Whiterun. You've already seen versions of the Riften fish market in some of my recent dock overhauls, and you've also seen medieval markets, a mod that brings a handcrafted, distinctly medieval look to Skyrim's vendors and stalls. This patch asks a simple question: what if the fish market matched the style of the reworked markets across the province? The answer is a tidy, atmospheric upgrade. Ted and Clara's small business now blends seamlessly with the visual identity of medieval markets. Proper wooden structures, clothwork, small details that make the space feel part of a unified economic ecosystem. It's a small change, but it adds a sense of cohesion to the docks that I didn't know I needed until I saw it. And that's the set for today. A medieval Solitude rebuilt from stone to ceiling beams, a freshly snow-kissed Windhelm, a fortified Granite Hill, a Bosmary corner of Whiterun, and a refined market in Riften's docks. Nothing world-shaking, just the kind of mods that gradually transform a playthrough, one town or one alleyway at a time. The sort of changes you start taking for granted, until one day you realize your Skyrim looks nothing like the one you installed years ago. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next journey across the province.